Hey everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. It's December 2025 and I'm sitting beside my new purchase, the Califort wine fridge, which I'm so proud of. It's actually a really good addition to my living room. I'm really enjoying it because it's just kind of neat and compact, and it's actually very stylish. So I'm really proud to show it off. So what's new for this month? Got a lot of tastings that are underway, including the two bottles that I have back here. I'm going to do a comparative tasting of the 2022 and the 2021 Chateau Giscard, and that's going to be a full bottle review. 22 Giscard is the wine of the year for Wine Spectator, so I want to do that. I have a number of other tastings that I've done, a lot of drinking going on, and then later on this month in December, I'll be going to Bangkok and also to Hong Kong, and hopefully be able to see some subscribers there and enjoying some of the great wines there. I hope to actually be able to taste some Thai wine. I understand there is Thai wine, and of course there's a huge drinking culture in Hong Kong, lots of great wine, so really excited to go back there also. Some other things that are on the horizon for me this month in terms of tastings I've done, as viewers and subscribers probably know, during the holiday season, it's a busy time for a lot of wine drinkers, and we drink a lot of different wines. So some of the reviews I've done, I've got a Giuseppe Mascarello 1971 Barolo that I've reviewed. I bought a 2001 Derenberg Dead Arm Shiraz from auction and want to try that out. So lots of interesting tastings coming up. Things I do every month is try to talk about different things that are on my mind about wine. And as we come to the year end, some of the things I'm thinking about is what I want to drink next year. And I'm just going to kind of put some thought to it. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to continue to drink some of the areas that I want to get to continue to know. Barolo, Margaux are regions that I really want to concentrate, and also Pomerol. But I'm going to add some in Burgundy, Chambon, Musigny. But I'm probably going to add a couple of regions. In Italy, I'm going to add Chianti Classico and Valpolicella. And then in Bordeaux, I'm probably going to add Saint-Estèphe. And then in Burgundy, I'm either going to add maybe Clos Vougeot or Chambertin, like old world wines. I'm going to focus mostly on what I'm interested in, which is French and Italian wines this year. And the other thing that, I'm realizing, it's something that people in my age group have to kind of deal with. I'm getting older. My cholesterol, my liver number, every numbers are not doing as well as they were in the youth. So I have to really kind of be wary of, that I am human. And unfortunately, I have to admit it, I'm getting older and I can't drink, and my liver and my health can't survive the same way that I did 30 years ago. And that's just a realization. It's not saying I'm getting resigned to being old and I'm not drinking, but it's being more restrained. That's probably one of my New Year's resolutions next year, not to be excessive. I've been very excessive in my drinking a lot of times. I just love drinking. I love the passion. But I have to keep healthy too. So I'm going to be a little bit more restrained is the word for next year, in all aspects of my life. But particularly with drinking, I'm going to just drink things that I really enjoy. And, that will lead to different types of tastings. I know I love doing whole bottle tastings. I think these are the best tastings, where I taste a bottle of wine, but that's a lot for one person. So I'll probably do less of those, and I'll probably do more videos where I'm talking about wine regions rather than doing reviews. I do a lot of reviews on this channel, and I know that's one of the strengths of my channel, that I do a lot of reviews, but I'll still want to talk about regions, but I try and talk about them in a unique way. There's lots of people out there that are wine experts, master of wine, that can tell you about terroir. I can tell you drinking experience, and that's what I try to bring you when I talk about regions, how I feel, kind of distinguishing features in a common man's language. Like, what does distinguish this wine from that wine? Not just textbook, what is it, what is it supposed to taste like, but what actually tastes like, and how I distinguish it from other regions, or what attracts me to these wines. I think that's really key, to kind of put it in kind of layman or everyday terms. I don't put it in wine expert terms or wine critic terms. I put it in a consumer term. This is what I taste. This is what I feel. This is how I distinguish things. And hopefully that's useful to people. I hope to do a lot of shorts this month, just what I see in Asia and little things that I observe. Keep it interesting. I'll try and do in next year a little bit more different videos, different settings. I know it's kind of boring sometimes. I just always film here. I'll try and be out and about a little bit more. I'll try to get some New Year's resolutions, but one of my New Year's resolutions is really work on wording. A lot of viewers and subscribers complain that I don't say the words correctly, or I don't pronounce things correctly in French or Italian or whatever language, and they're very polite about it and correcting me. I'm sorry about that. The rest of this video is going to be what I see in BC Liquor Stores this month, and again, I think it'd be a very exciting month for me. Christmas, New Year's is always exciting, always joyous. And I hope to bring some of that joy to my viewers and subscribers. Maybe some surprise little live streams if I get a chance, or if I have a minute when I'm in Asia. That'd be really fun to just do a live stream and see what's happening with everyone and just connect with people. Hopefully I'll have the time to do that. So hopefully you both enjoy the rest of this video. Here's what's new and on sale in BC Liquor Stores for the month of December 2025. First wine is a wine I think I've showcased before. It's the Barossa Valley Estate 2023 Shiraz. I really like his winery. It's one of these where it had a really great history and then somehow it got off the map a bit. It used to be E&E Black Pepper was one of the top wines, and kind of it's died off, but I think they're coming back in terms of the limelight. It's reduced this month from $24.99 to $19.99. Great price for this wine. 23 vintage for Shiraz was okay. It had some challenges, but it was a pretty decent harvest. And this wine is, very nice, easy drinking, quite affordable. 12 months in, I think, French and American oak, and a lovely drink. Next wine, another old established winery. This is Baron Philippe de Rothschild's winery in Chile. This is Escuderojo. This is their 2022 Carmenere. Love Carmenere wines coming out of Chile. You can always get Cabernet Sauvignon or Shiraz other places, but Carmenere is not grown that many places well, and so Chile is one of these markets. Rice price reduced from $19.99 to $16.99. Next wine is Ruffino's 2022 Modus IGT wine from Tuscany. And you notice most of the wines that I choose, I've got long reputations. Probably not really exciting choices, but when I buy wines or recommend wines, I don't want to take flyers too much. Once in a while, maybe it's really inexpensive, but I generally like to respect my money. I don't want to really be taking too many chances here. I want wineries with good reputations for a long time. And Modus is one of these. Very good wine. It was really, really good back in the 90s. Then it had a little bit of a lull. Now I think it's getting back to a pretty good place. It is a IGT blend, so it's going to be 50% Sangiovese, 25% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 25% Merlot. Drinks, and with all three of the wines that I've recommended, all of them drink pretty nicely right now. They can age short term, maybe 3 or 5 years, but they're really drinking pretty decently right now if you just give them a little decant. This price this month from $34.99 reduced to $27.99. This is another interesting product. This is the Manitou Salon 2023 Domaine de Villebois. It is reduced this month from $41.99 to $37.99. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley, and in particular from the Manitou Salon AOP. And it's not going to be too complex, nice and quite refreshing, very minimal time in stainless steel tanks, and then on lees. So it's going to be a little bit different from your New Zealand or New World Sauvignon Blanc. Not maybe as acidic and a little bit more weight on it, but it's an interesting drink and really good kind of a food pairing wine. Next are the Produttori de Barbaresco wines. There are still some 2020 vintages which score over 95 points. This is the Monte Stefano, and the next slide is going to be the Asili. These are like spectacular wines, and I've been loving these wines for so long. They do take a long time, but I recall just when I started this channel, they were $65 a bottle. Now they're $81 a bottle. They'll probably go over $100. So you just might as well buy them now if you're going to get them. They age for a long time. They always got great quality. And they're just going to continue to go up and up in price because they're so good. These are single vineyard Barbarescos that can age, that always get almost always 93 to 95 point Wine Spectator. Really well made. The top producer, I think, in this region in terms of just the knowledge of the region and their scope. They have all these growers that give them their grapes, and so it is really a spectacular wine, and I still think it's undervalued, even though it's went up $20 a bottle. If you have the means, you should buy this. This is all of the single vineyard wines produced by Produttori Barbaresco in a given year. There's 9 in total, and that'd be $800. You have the whole collection, and you can drink between the different vineyards to figure out which ones are heavy, which ones are light. All of them are magnificent, but this is a really good thing you can do if you have the means to be able to kind of see the difference between the vineyard sites and really taste terroir. Last one I have for you is a 2001 Chateau Figeac, and I saw this on sale, reduced from $500 to $395, which makes it pretty bearable. Figeac is a top wine, or a top shelf wine in the Saint-Emilion region. So it's Grand Cru Classé A, so it is the top of the heap, although there are other ones that have come out of other wineries that have come out of the classification system, so it's not as status driven anymore. But no doubt, Figeac is an excellent wine, and so getting at $395, I don't think is a bad price. It is considered an off vintage, but early drinking, and so it's even the better in terms of just drinking style. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.